What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Legends Limited Broly, Super Saiyan Broly. This is a new one from Dragon Ball Legends. So, going to go for down to his hands because he's got this cool kind of unusual pose, like a godlike pose. So his head is quite small. So I'll have to zoom in, real small face in here. So movie magic, zoom, go. Same way we start most Dragon Ball faces with the W in the middle. So very thin W shape, sort of like that, right? And then we tick out from there. So we just do a sort of a check mark going this way, like so. And then we got a square end, and you bring it straight back down to the center. But you want to get thinner as you go down, and it kind of hooks up at the end then, down here. Okay. We do the same thing on the other side, so like a check mark going up that way. And then square end. And then we just bring it back down to the middle. It kind of hooks up there at the bottom. So that's your general shape for Dragon Ball eyes, and sometimes they add these little lines on the end, like that. So he's got real thin, squinty eyes, right? So very small. So we do a small line here, and then we'll do a diagonal sort of a line that way. And then you want to join them with a slightly curved line, right? Curving up there. And then his iris then, so just here, and you can only see like the sides of it. Those green sort of eyes there. So he's like squinting, looking real intense. We do the same on the other side. Small line. Longer line, diagonal. That one kind of comes a bit more straight out from the eyebrow. It's what you would call perpendicular from the eyebrow. This one's diagonal, and then you just curve a line together. Like so. And then again, real squinty, small iris. Just in there. So they also have like some wrinkles and frowns, but we'll do the nose first. So we'll go just here, kind of left of center, right? So it's like kind of like a little hook, right? So it goes same as all sort of Dragon Ball noses, down and sort of hooks around here like this. And he's got like an extra little wrinkle line there. And they always draw in the sort of shadow on the side in Dragon Ball, like the bridge of his nose. There. And he's frowning, so they give him like extra little wrinkle lines on the side of his nose and stuff. Just there. Just to make it look like he's like frowning a bit heavier. And the check marks, forgot those, underneath his eye. The sort of cheek lines or hatching lines that they have underneath their eyes. So mouth underneath, right underneath the nose, right? It's nearly touching the nose, and it's like real downturned, grumpy looking mouth, basically, like that. And then they have little sort of lines on the side. Bottom lip then, so they just do sort of hatching sort of stuff for that. And then his chin, real strong, masculine, square chin. Jaw comes out from here, and we're aiming sort of mouth level, right? So we want to go to the corners of his eyes, just here and across from the mouth. So that's kind of where the jawbone sort of stops, right? So we'll go back to there. right? So just like across the mouth, underneath the corner of the eye. Same thing. On this side, real strong jaw. Like under here, across the mouth. That's where it changes and goes up the side of the face. So it changes direction and goes up by his eyebrow. Up there. Goes up quite high. So we're going like up, it goes underneath like a hair spike. It's kind of above his eyebrow up here even. That's kind of the shape for the face. So he's two hair spikes that come across his head here, right? But we've got maybe some frowning sort of lines just coming across here first. And then like his ears, but it's cut off from these hair spikes. So we'll do like the hair spikes first, I guess. So we'll go down this way. They're quite long, coming down there, right from the middle of his forehead, down that way. So it's like a letter M sort of a thing. And then he has like hair texture lines just underneath here for his hairline. Right, so just under here then, we've got like the sideburns for his hair, just little yellow sort of sections just by his ears. And those ears then, so he's got earrings on him first, I guess, just hanging off them. Just like a little U shape, and then the ear goes up underneath his hair in here. We do the same thing on this side. This is the pierced side, so we go that way, like that. And we just double up those earring lines just to make them sort of bigger so we can color them in. And so we can make them sort of golden if we add a bit of color to them. And then there's all ear lines inside. This kind of a thing. Okay, so his hair is like unusual for a Dragon Ball character. It's different. It's kind of like Trunks Super Saiyan or something. But he's got like this line that goes right up the middle of his head, right? Up there. So, like that. And then all the spikes come out from the center, right? So we go out like so, right? Next one then. Like this. And then another one. This one goes quite vertical up this way, back in to the middle. Same on this side. Right, there's like some in between every now and then. Two up top. Smaller ones. And like a lonesome one here on its own in the middle. There's all ones that come down this way as well. And then one that seems to go behind his shoulder here. And a little one just hanging down there. Just make the other side look a bit similar. Like that. And then there's texture lines all over these, so you just add sort of lines that make it look a bit hairier. So you're just like following each sort of hair spike. So of course you can do as much of this as you want. You can add more or less, but I think that's enough for me. So anatomy now. So he has a chain coming across his neck, right? So big neck muscles coming down here, right? Absolutely massive from behind the earrings. And then neck muscle going down towards the center. Neck muscle here. And Adam's apple. So he's got his trapezius muscles just going this way. And then he has that thing across the center of his chest. So it's like a plaque or a golden plate or something just going across here. And it comes down to a point in the middle. Up to there. He's got a jewel in the center. Just a circle. And then like an edge, like a rim sort of edge to it. So a lighter sort of line just coming around here. And he's got a piece of string that goes around his neck. And then the center line for his chest just here. Chest muscles come out from the middle. Very wide pectoral muscles. Shoulders come out from there then. Again, real big muscles there. Same on that side. We just finish off this hair spike in behind his muscles there. So, nipples. Some chest muscle lines. Bicep starts here, kind of at the bottom of the shoulder as well. And then deltoid muscle lines, shoulder muscle lines here. And then the bicep. It comes down from the shoulder. And tricep in behind. So his hands are kind of like floating down by his side, right? So very wide rib cage. Torso area. And then the abs in the middle, right? And they do it kind of unusual, kind of like bodybuilder style, right? So big diaphragm sort of visible here first. And then there's like where the hips join the ribs. And then we got some like oblique shapes just here, like a letter Y sort of a thing. And then I'll line up the middle. Something else in there, there. And then ab lines down the center. And they have these sort of scratchy, I think it's maybe it's hairy or something. Like so. Okay, so his ripped and torn sort of waist slash kind of clothing gear. I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest, but it's like a folded over. It kind of bumps across here first anyway. And a part of it is exposed. We can see another sort of thing like what's on his neck, just around here. The jewel inside. And then his sort of waist just sort of folds down this way. Very loose fitting, whatever it is. All folding lines and stuff just all here. And then on this side. Lots of these folding lines on it. Forearms and hands then. So the hands are outstretched. Tricky enough little hand position, so take your time. I'll probably zoom in for you. So let's go with our forearm shape. So forearms generally look like, to me, like a bowling pin sort of shape, right? So it kind of like is wide at the top and then gets skinnier down here. He's got a wristband on, so it doesn't look as skinny as more other characters, but similar though, right? So at the top anyway, it's kind of wider. And then we have the narrow part just kind of coming down here. The rest of this kind of wider in the middle. And some sort of forearm muscle lines there. His hand then, and the waist or the wristband sort of bottom there. So you're looking at like the bottom of the hand. So it's, you can see this sort of bumping section there first. Some like wrist bones or something going out there. Thumb is like the biggest one we can see, so it just bumps up and around sort of like that. And the palm of the hand is here. So then this kind of comes around this way. And then we're going to kind of go around. It's like this part of the skin of his hand, those sort of grip areas. Right, kind of bumps around. The fingers come out from here. So this one connects to the thumb and just sort of goes out this side like that, right? More or less, right? It's not perfect, but yeah. And he's got like 3 segments, like skin folds on each finger. And we'll do the same here. So the fingers are going back, so they appear to be like a little bit smaller than what you would think, because they're going away from us. Okay. That finger may be a bit too pointy, but it's okay. I can fix it. So, other forearm hand. So forearm wider here. Couple of forearm lines. And then his wristband comes across. Golden wristband. Like so. That's the bicep in there, yeah. And then that hand. So again, we got this like little bumpy sort of situation there first, because we're kind of looking at the bottom of the hand, and then it just goes up to the thumb first, connects to the thumb pretty much, and then we've got like some palm of the hand lines, like that kind of thing. And then fingers, right? Again, so we can see the grip part of where the fingers join the hand, and it looks like it's bumpy sort of thing, except for the last one because it joins the index. So that one just doesn't fill the gap there because the finger starts. And 3 segments on each finger. 3 sort of skin folds. We do the same thing over here. That, and then there, wrist. Like so. Right, and then all you really got to do then is add like some sort of energy sort of stuff. Like that, basically, coming around. Can be just random sort of spiky shapes. That's generally what we see in these sorts of shows and characters, but I think that's good enough for me. Broly, Super Saiyan, Legends Limited. Cool. I love the key images they released for these. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.